I'm chilling. I'm just chilling. Chill. Still chill. I'm still chill. Still chill.
Hi everyone, welcome back. I am Sophia, aka Faithful Fia, and I'm here to spread faith, positivity and kindness. Today I have an extra special video for you guys, but I need to do a little bit of explaining as to how this Easter ended up, which is the 21st of April 2019, and that is a day I will remember for my whole entire life, I hope, at least. And yeah, I'm just gonna get straight on into the video because I'm way too excited to tell you guys what happened to me today. You probably already know by the title, but you never know, you may want to know a bit more about it, so this is what I'm here to do today. Okay, so about 3 weeks ago now, talk came around in my church that baptisms were going to happen, and that kind of comes around once in a blue moon, but we were told that they were happening on Easter Sunday. Now I was like, oh no, like, I'm not ready, I'm not prepared spiritually, like mentally I'm not prepared. And then after that it kind of grew on me, and I was like, yeah, I'll go to the meetings, but I'm not 1000% sure that I will declare that I'm going to be baptised on Easter Sunday. And yeah, so I just went along with the meetings. I attended them when I attended them, and straight after the first meeting I was like, I want to get baptised. There was just something in talk that made me think, wow, I need to get baptised right this very, very moment. But obviously I had to wait a week from then, and today it happened. I got baptised today, and it was the most nerve-wracking and life-changing event ever possible, and I'm just going to explain to you guys how I was feeling before and how I felt after, and kind of like how I'm feeling again more after. You know, as I actually got baptised today, I'm feeling fresh, I'm feeling clean, and I just want to get on with telling you guys the story. So, I got baptised with 3 of my best friends from church, Emma, Esther and Mimi. They have been my rock since day 1 when they arrived at our church. We have a really close bond and close connection that I don't even think I am able to understand, but I just know it's great, powerful and huge, and I just want to say that I'm so grateful to be starting this journey with them, and I'm about to cry. Not that I've already cried enough today, but we'll get into that as well. I also do have footage, so keep watching if you want to see that. So us girls planned to video call the night before and kind of get prepared, pack our bags for what we were going to wear, as we also had events later on in the day at church today as well, so we wanted to be extra prepared so that we were okay for the day and all the events that were happening. So we packed the bag together on video call, we kind of prayed, and we actually wrote what we were going to say before we declared that we were going to give our lives to Christ and be baptised. So as you can see, I wrote many copies, but this isn't actually what I read. So that night I went to bed feeling super duper anxious. I didn't know what to think. I was so scared. I was so nervous. But also at the same time, I wanted to shove that aside and just be happy and know that God is going to accept me into His family, and I can be closer to everyone, and I can just have a fresh start and be a better person. Even though it doesn't work like that straight away, it's something that I'm even trying to work on now, and I've been baptised already, but that's not the point. And I was really nervous and I didn't know what to think. Like, falling back into a pool just terrified me. I was like, what happens if I'm going to be deaf for ages? I was like, what happens if I get out and I'm cured of my knee injury? Like, I was thinking about the what ifs and the, you know, what happens if this happens and things like that, and I was getting so worked up. And then in the morning, which was this morning, on Easter Sunday, my mum came in and woke me up and was like, come on, it's time to get baptised, it's going to be a good day. The Easter Bunny has visited, so you're going to come downstairs and get your chocolates, and then we're going to get you ready and we'll go out to church kind of early so you can get prepared and, you know, meet with the girls and kind of debrief and talk, and people can pray for you and things like that. So I was like, okay. And it took me a while to get out of bed because I actually felt physically sick, because I felt so nervous, and I actually had dreams of it going wrong the previous night, which scared me even more because I woke up thinking I'd been baptised, and it was so creepy. So it took me forever to get out of bed, and I finally had a shower, was refreshed, got my Easter goodies, and headed on out to church. I got to church and everybody's there. Are you ready? Are you excited? You look very confident. And I started to tear up because I just didn't know what to think. I was so nervous that I felt like I hadn't even eaten breakfast. I was so nervous. Like, I was so incredibly nervous. I cannot put it out there to you guys, but at the same time I was trying to tell myself in my head that, you know, God has set this out for you. God has set this for you to happen. You are not alone. You are doing it with your best friends, and it was only us, so it was like a super special day. And I didn't know what to think, and I was freaking out, which I shouldn't have done because afterwards I felt fine, but I was freaking out like I was about to go for like a death sentence in court or something like that, and people were trying to take photos of me, and I was super sad in every single photo that was taken of me and video today, and I was just so nervous and so scared and so anxious, but at the same time I was trying to be happy, so I was a mixture of emotions, and it was just so hard. And my mum kept checking on me as if I was okay, and I was like, yes, I'm fine, and I was just kind of saying that I was fine, but inside all that anxiety was burning up as to I wasn't fine. And everybody gathered and I almost cried, and then I realised that I actually had to perform my puppet show, and then that just gave me even more anxiety. I was like, I had to perform puppet show and go in a massive pool, fall back, and then apparently I have a new life. Like, I'm so confused, I'm so scared, but let's wing it. So I went into the bathrooms, got changed, we kind of had a group hug, we prayed, and we went into the hall for worship. And in worship, I just wasn't feeling it. I was like, yes, I'm going to go into worship. I'm going to praise the Lord for this brilliant day and what is about to happen. But that did not happen. I was just stood there so anxious and nervous. I had cramps, like my stomach was literally like twirling up. I was so anxious and so nervous that I was just so put off by everything. Everyone staring at me and my friends, I just didn't know what to think. And I was told that our puppet show would be performing first, so that way I didn't have to perform wet after being baptised and then having to do the puppet show. I thought the puppet show would be first, like straight after worship, and then there'd be prayer and testimony, and then we'd be baptised last, and then everybody would get Easter eggs for Easter. But it actually turned out baptism was straight after worship, which was great fun. So the preacher, Paul, went up after worship and was like, oh, can all the people come to the front? And I was so nervous. Like, I don't even know, I was holding back tears. I was scared. I was sat in the front row. It was something I never, like, it was so out of my comfort zone that my body was going into panic mode, and I was trying not to freak out. And my mum sat at the back, like, you know, trying to give me space because she didn't want to invade my personal space just because she knew that I'd freak out and like be really nervous, even though she could already tell that I was being nervous, but like, you know. And then Mimi gets called up to the front, and he's like, you know, say whatever you feel like. And then Ben comes over and kind of holds the mic for her, and then Paul goes and gets into the pool ready to baptise us. And at this moment I was so scared. Like, the rotors has already been messed up, which I didn't really mind about, but she's just gone up, and as soon as she stepped up on that stage I started bawling my eyes out. For some reason all of that anxiety just came out seeing her on the stage, and I was so proud of her at the same time. And I'm even going to start crying now. But I was so proud of her that I just started bawling. And I was so anxious. And then everybody went up and got baptised, and I saw it happen, and I was so scared and so anxious that I was just crying. And then came my turn, and I read my speech, and I cried. I'm just going to insert it now. My relationship with God has been rocky over this past year. At the start I struggled with confidence and depression, but thanks to amazing opportunities like the Youth Alpha course, Growing Leaders in Vision, House Group and Kids Zone, I'm able to stand here today to be baptised. I'm honoured to be a part of this wonderful family here at Christ Church. who have helped me to grow in my faith, and most importantly, my relationship with God. I'm so glad to have encouraging and inspiring people to help push me in achieving what I think is impossible. I can't wait to start this amazing journey and give my life to Christ. Thank you.
Yeah. Do you believe that Jesus is the Son of God?
I do.
And do you believe that God has raised him from the dead?
Yes.
And have you given your life to him?
Yes.
And you're going to follow him now for the rest of your days?
Yes.
Sophia, upon your confession of faith, I baptise you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Buried with him in baptism. Risen again in your life.
Then after that, it was my turn to go on the stage, and as you can see, I was really anxious in the pool and got baptised, and it was amazing. And I cannot thank everybody enough for spurring me on to do my baptism. I was so hesitant at the start, and yeah, after that I did perform, and I felt so great after it. And honestly, if you were considering baptism, I say take the chance, even if you don't feel like you're ready. I literally was not ready at all, but turns out I actually was prepared, and now I feel a lot more confident, and I can't wait to start this journey with God and what he has for me. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Just before I go, I want to thank everybody for saying congratulations or giving me a hug or relating with me on this day. It has been truly wonderful and a great big blessing to my memories, as I'm going to remember this day for life. I just want to thank everyone for being so supportive throughout my journey, and I can't wait for you guys to be even more supportive as I go along on this journey of life with God and our relationship getting bigger. I'm sorry if I rushed any points. Feel free to directly message me or put any questions in the comment section below. Feel free if you have any inquiries about baptism or what it actually means, let me know and I will try and answer them as best as I can. But that's it for this week's video. I hope you had a great Easter and enjoyed my little story for the day, and I'll see you in next week's video. Bye guys. Mwah.